So we did this last year and it was really well received. So I thought I'd do it again.
It was really well received, he's gone with.
The 22 players in the comp playing above their contract value. And I've listed a team. These are the players who, again, we don't know, player salaries aren't public yet. Maybe they will be one day. But these are the players that I think are performing better than what they would be on. Now, Ben Mackay's an apology. He's playing above his $800,000 a year at Essendon.
Not the last couple of weeks, he's not.
From the back line, Darcy Wilmot at Brisbane, Mac Andrew fullback for Gold Coast, and Lewis Malikan right now is in his 10th year at Sydney. Before this, he'd played 60 games in 9 years. Not many people would pick him walking down Swan Street. He signed a 1-year deal last year with the Trigger, and right now he's fullback in the best team in the competition. Rampy and McCartan, all those guys get the plaudits, but Lewis Malikan playing incredibly well. From halfback, Mitch Hinge at the Crows, another pretty shrewd pickup for the Crows. He got a 2-year deal at the time. He's since signed on. I think he's playing above what he would be earning at the Eagles right now. Our man produced his own, Charlie Comben at centre half-back. He last signed in June 2023. By that stage, he'd played 9 games in 4 years, injury-riddled.
Yep.
He's just re-signed a 2-year extension on top of 2025. So I think he's playing above the AFL average right now, and he wouldn't be getting anywhere near that. Jack Scrimshaw, other half-back flank. He's just signed a 4-year deal, which hasn't kicked in yet. It starts for next year. I think he's having a pretty underrated year for Hawthorn.
He's having a good year, yep.
On the wing, Errol Goulden, he was in this side last year. Just re-signed a 4-year deal.
In this side last year.
I went back and compared notes.
That is an extraordinary statement.
Now, his current deal that he's on would probably be over AFL average, but he's playing like $1 million a year player, and he's going to get that in his next contract, but that hasn't started yet. Centre, Sam Durham, signed in pre-season on a 4-year deal, which kicks in for next year. He wouldn't be on low money, but it'd be around AFL average. And what do you reckon he's playing, like $800,000 a year player?
Yeah, 7. Can I just small aside admission, because I felt really bad. He came up to me at the basketball last Tuesday and said, "Hello, Sam."
Oh.
And I had no idea who he was.
Oh.
Because he looks different in person. I thought Sam Durham was bigger.
He's a pretty rangy guy.
He's rangy. I thought he plays bulky.
So he was shorter in person than what you thought he was going to be?
And more and
you sure it was Sam Durham?
Slight. Yeah, no, it was absolutely Sam Durham.
He would have towered over you.
No, he doesn't.
Right.
And I only knew it was Sam Durham because I was sitting next to Andrew Bogut, who's an Essendon man, and afterwards I was like, "Is that who?" And he was like, "That's Sam Durham," and I was like, "Oh, I didn't know."
Did you hit him with like a "Hey mate"?
I did. I gave him a "Hey mate."
Oh.
I gave.
Oh boy.
Which isn't going to improve my reputation at Essendon, given that your man Redmond already thinks I dress like a hobo.
I actually saw him on the weekend. He goes, "Why did you post it on Instagram?" I'm like, "You said we could."
Yeah, he was backing away from it, wasn't he? Anyway.
I was going to talk about we might get a basketball chat
Hello
later.
to Sam Durham, and I'm sorry that I thought Will Setterfield wasn't that tall last year.
A career highlight for him to be named in this annual side of players playing above their average. The other player on the other wing, Blake Acres, speaks for itself.
Oh, gun.
Year 2 of a 3-year contract. He's just re-signed.
Arguably the best wingman in the comp.
Half forward flank, Nick Martin, Essendon.
Yep.
Can play at both ends. Jesse Hogan, you were spoken about him at length on this show.
Nuts and bolts on him this year.
Signed in August 2022. At that time, he just started to show glimpses, but last year he kicked 50. This year he's kicked 41 goals. He's only 5 behind Kerno in the race for the Coleman. The other half forward flank, and I've loved his last month, Harry Sheasel. So he's year 2 right now. Max earning probably 220 to 250, playing well above that. Full forward line of Bobby Hill, Jake Waterman, and Jack Ginnivan.
Speak for themselves. Ginnivan's been a great pickup.
Again, he would have gone over on better money than he was on at Collingwood. Got a 4-year deal, but playing out of his skin this year.
On the ball.
Rux, Tristan Cherry.
Yep.
Harley Reid.
Mm-hmm.
He's capped at $200,000 this year. James Rowbottom.
Your man.
Last signed before he'd gone top 3 in the BNF in back-to-back years.
Have we got a bench?
Bench of Mark Keane at the Crows. Jeremy Sharp at the Dockers. Lockie Bramble was an SSP beyond Chips at the Dogs, and he's played most games this year. And George Wardlaw.
I like it.
Apologies for Massimo D'Ambrosio, Sam Closey at Gold Coast. Will Ashcroft is year 2. Max Michelini, one of Mitch's men, and Joe Richards from Collingwood.
That is well done. Well, actually, well done. That was entertaining. Do you know what I want later in the year?
No, players who aren't living up to their
I want the
standard.
most overpaid.
Jeez.
I want the captain of the most overpaid team in the comp to I want them to just quickly in. That's what I want. That's what I want and need for this show.